A young mannequin here on the ground, and what we're going to have is a trained professional to treat him now. Our trained professional today is Caoimhin Lonergan, who's 6 years of age. You can see him down here in the yellow jacket. And what he's going to do then is going to come along and he's going to find his school colleague on the ground. So Caoimhin, okay. So as Caoimhin approaches the patient here, as you can see his friend on the ground, the first thing he's going to do is going to look around for scene safety. So make sure the scene is safe for him to arrive. He goes down and he's after shaking and shouting, after directing me to call an ambulance for him. The ambulance has been called. He's checking his breathing to see is he breathing properly. He's not breathing properly, so Caoimhin gives 2 breaths. His next thing he's going to do is start chest compressions. By starting chest compressions here, he's keeping the 2 most important organs in the body alive, the heart and the brain. And he does it at a ratio of 30 chest compressions to 2 breaths, 30 to 2. Just to emphasise again, Caoimhin is 6 years of age, lads, and you can see he's doing proper chest compressions and proper breaths. Next thing, the defibrillator has been lobbed in alongside him, and the next thing Caoimhin is going to do, he's going to take out the defibrillator and put on the defibrillator on this patient. This machine talks you through the whole process, and I'm going to put the machine in.
Patient's bare chest. Plug in pads connector next to flashing light. Apply pads. Plug in connector. Analyzing heart rhythm. Do not touch the patient.
So the machine is analysing the patient. Caoimhin is telling everyone to stand back because he doesn't want anyone to be shocked. The thing about it is Caoimhin now is going to be waiting for this machine to prompt him. The machine is telling him stay clear all the time, and the machine is going to deliver a shock in a minute. It beeps, Caoimhin gives a shock, and the next thing he's going to do is going to start in with his chest compressions again. So next thing, the ambulance has been called, and he's going to hear the ambulance arriving on scene. So we have a combination of Red Cross and Civil Defence coming in here to help us. What happens here is this ambulance is coming in, and there's trained EMTs on this, which are medical practitioners, who have given up their time voluntary. As you can see now, what's going to happen here is Caoimhin is keep doing his CPR. So keep going, because you can only keep going for a certain period of time. So next thing they're going to turn off now. So Caoimhin is going to keep doing his CPR away, as you can see there. Next thing, we have trained responders coming out here, and what happens, they're coming out with all their gear. They're going to have their defibrillators and the oxygen and things like that. So at arrival, let's see, while Caoimhin is still doing his CPR, the lads are going to help him and take over from here. So what happens is they're going to give Caoimhin a chance to keep going there as well if he wants to. They're going to connect up the oxygen, 100% oxygen, to the patient. And what happens, they're going to deliver 2 breaths. While that, they're bringing out the stretcher as well, and they're going to load the patient onto the stretcher. The thing here about this situation, that time is of essence, okay? It equates to time is muscle, okay? So by the lads doing CPR there, doing good chest compressions, okay, we're doing good chest compressions there. So next thing, they're going to load the patient onto the stretcher. Okay, so by loading the patient onto the stretcher quickly, we can get him into the hospital. But the big thing about it, you know, when you all watch ER and Holby City and all of these kind of programs, they all talk about the cardiac arrest drugs when you see them on ER. It has been medically proven that most of them cardiac arrest drugs do not work. The only thing that does save patients' lives is good CPR. It has been proved around here in the community in the last 3 years that 9 people have been saved from laypersons like yourselves doing chest compressions, and that happens in all age groups. The youngest person that we know so far, I think, is a 28-year-old person, has been saved by good standard CPR. As you notice there, Colonel is doing breaths away there, so what happens is Gerald's going to be doing chest compressions, following it through, and they're motoring onto the ambulance. As you can see, there was no delay in time there, and they're moving the patient onto the ambulance. So by getting him onto the ambulance, they're going to get him down to hospital as quick as possible. By getting him into hospital, then they're going to have more bodies on standby, especially when you're dealing with paediatrics. You see it never happens to us, but in Ireland every year, on the hour, every hour, 1 person dies from cardiac arrest, and that's all age groups. The biggest accident are sudden adequate symptoms, you can say. We met that the patient would be brought off the hospital, and you'd often see the ambulances going up and down the town there with blue lights and flashing sirens and all that. And we're not going for the chips, that is, we're bringing the patients down and we're